Thanks for the F Shack. Love Dirty Mike and the boys.
Hey, are you Dirty Mike and the boys? How you know who we are?
What's this they call it, the podcast?
Morning Good. Oh, I love
Hey, welcome to the Earth. Thanks. Oh, wait, I'll start over.
Welcome to Morning
And we're going here with Paxton Fleming and Paddy Defino.
Wait, your last name is Fleming?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like steakhouse.
From Ireland.
Wow. Paxton Fleming is like a poet laureate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me, dude.
This might be one of the most Irish episodes I've done of this podcast.
Probably.
I really do
It's a bunch
claim.
of fucking mix. Dude.
Yeah. I really do claim Irish like way more than I feel like I should.
I feel like you're not even Irish.
no,
There's
I
way.
think I'm not at all, but I'm just like, I don't know. I want to have some like character to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that's in the Irish character is the one you want?
Well, what I mean, I'm Spanish technically, but I don't really. That's like new information. to me.
Miguel.
That's just like sexual assault.
Yeah.
That's what I think of.
We can't get started. We can't have a racist one on this time.
Who,
Yeah,
me?
wow, you can't say that with him on.
me?
Patty's the one that turned this into. I used to have my name on this. You notice, like slowly over time, it stopped saying "produced by Ya Boy Pax," and part of it, it's like
'Cause it
Joe
does sound-
Gorman is almost so crazy that it's like, oh, it's everything he says is crazy.
Yeah, but I don't-
The problem with Patty is he starts making sense.
I'm just serious.
No, but it's just it's just the word when I'm editing and I'm like, you don't want to take anything out? You didn't say anything that you think
That you feel shame about?
and then it'll always be something fucking stupid where someone's like, oh, they said they're like
Dog's
uncle's name.
last name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You cannot, people
And it's
cannot
like,
know.
no, he cannot. We have to take that out.
I never-
You guys said the worst fucking shit
Yeah.
right before that about like
fair-
apartheid Africa, and then you're like not smart enough to like so you not
I
dumb.
don't give a fuck. That's
no,
fair.
not smart, but
That's-
like you're
That's
so
very fair.
you're purposefully misinformed. Like you don't do research on
Correct.
things. So you'd be like, yeah, I guess apartheid like was a good thing. I don't know. Like maybe they have like restaurants.
Yeah. Dude, that's also like
Not dumb. I don't mean to call you. I don't.
no,
mean
no,
like,
no, no.
but this-
Don't do this. Now I'm always more offended when somebody
Yeah.
says something mean and they go, "Oh, I don't mean that, you
Yeah.
fucking
No.
little pussy who can't take an insult."
Have you ever done the apartheid pod challenge?
Is that like playing Hitler on Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Wait, how do you play
I-
Hitler on Wikipedia?
You just see how quickly you can get to Hitler from any Wikipedia page.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty fun.
It's not like
Yeah.
a fun game. It's
It sounds incredibly fun.
yeah.
I don't know. The thing too, I
It's
like
when Wikipedia was new. That was
Right,
like, whoa, they got everything.
Yeah, when we
Yeah,
had
yeah.
that, there was a principal at our high school that one of our friends made a whole article called said Craig Mon is the gay gunslinger. They made a whole entire
The headmaster.
yes, they made a whole entire Wikipedia page about how he's the headmaster of Trinity Preparatory School, and he's also a gay stripper who's like one of the top gay strippers in the world. And it was just up there for years. Like,
His name is Craig Mon.
yeah,
It sounds like he tried to create like his own knockoff Pokemon.
yeah, yeah.
Like objects around his cubicle.
Yeah.
Stapler.
I thought it more of like a Jamaican guy, like Craig
Mon.
Mon. Yeah. But that was you could do crazy shit. Like I would constantly just for fun change Wikipedia pages and see how long I could spread misinformation for.
That's so
Yeah.
funny because I
remember
always
that.
thought of that as a sin
Really
to change it. I was like, I can't do that. That's too far.
Yeah.
Because
I don't think anyone even tried. People don't even know you can do that now. That was like the
I
original
know.
selling point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now Wikipedia is like the most reliable source you can have.
It's so funny how things change.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It used to be like, oh no, the New York Times is
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
It's like, well, was it the New York Times or the Washington Post? And now it's like,
Now it's
fucking-
Wikipedia. It's back.
Yeah.
They took it back.
Now it's Reddit.
Yeah.
it is.
There you go.
Except, yeah.
Now it's 4chan.
Oh my God. Now it's Infowars.com. I popped on a little Infowars before this just to see if there was something interesting. Like, what is he going on?
Was it a down episode?
What do you mean?
Like you're like just to see if there's anything interesting. Like, is it not crazy sometimes? I'm
Yeah.
not an actual because I am just like a normal person. I don't have to like, you know what I mean? Like check out Alex Jones.
Yeah, I got to
like
keep
that
up
for-
to date on
Yeah,
AJ.
yeah,
You
yeah.
got to see what's going on.
Yeah, that's part of your career.
Yeah, I have to know exactly where Alex Jones is, what he's up to, what his thoughts are on things.
The shape of his head.
Yeah, whether he's bald, the beard's in, the beard's out. It's really interesting with him because my favorite are his sales because he's like he's just showing off different hats.
Yeah.
He's talking about he has the MAGA hat that's black, but then the lettering's black.
Or as I call it, the Naga hat.
What is that?
No, come on. We're not even gonna.
I
No,
don't
just
get
keep it rolling. What are
Huh?
you talking about? You're talking
Yeah.
about Elon Musk,
The
and
black
dark MAGA.
hat?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
It's him. It's always been him. You look like a super villain right now.
You're just
Kind of channeling it a little bit.
just like piercing.
yeah. You're just grinning, and your hoodie. It looks. You look so mysterious right now.
Yeah. I feel like I've hidden my identity enough where I just look like the evil Pete Holmes. You know, the inverse Pete Apartments.
But he was talking about. He's like, you could get it in black with white lettering, or you get it murdered out. Which I didn't know that. Isn't that like a?
Murdered out?
Yeah, isn't that
that's hard.
Yeah, that's sick.
As like a 5%
Yeah.
tint type shit.
Yeah. He's like, you get the murdered out black MAGA hat, and then he had
In
he goes-
black Air Forces.
Yeah, it was
black murdered out.
The
MAGA
merch
hat.
was so sick, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
there was literally one that says like fluoride in the water is killing people. It's a hat. He goes, you can wear this if you just want to start cool conversations with people. It's like he was wearing that.
To be honest, like a lot of bars in the country, you walk in with that and you're gonna make some male friends. Like,
Yeah, because
immediately.
I've always thought it was wild to wear your political views on you. But if you're going to a
But
place
if
where
it's
everybody
so
agrees with
ridiculous,
you,
yeah,
you're like if you live in a redneck area and you wear a Trump shirt, you're not starting arguments.
Yeah.
You're making friends.
Also,
So maybe
there's
it's like-
some things where if you have 9/11 was an inside job, you go anywhere. People are like,
yeah,
like,
yeah. People are
maybe
about
not
that.
New York. I don't know.
No, here too. Yeah.
Just not Staten Island.
Yeah. The
But,
stupid firefighters.
I want to get like a
Yeah.
dark
Italian Americans.
I want to get a dark MAGA hat, but with like little blood trails on the side. Like
oh,
by
like
his
where
ear.
he's shot in the ear.
Wouldn't that be sick?
Dude, that'd be sick. Or with an ear. Yeah, I guess maybe like with half an ear, like a bloody ear.
Yeah, just like some like kind of like little. That would be
or a bullet, like a cartoon bullet whizzing by. That would be kind of awesome.
like
kinda
smoke, like big.
Yeah. Dude, they had one that said, what was it? It was an Alex Jones shirt that says I heart Alex Jones. It's just that shirt. I'm like, that is such an awesome, like our
Yeah.
I heart New York, but just I heart Alex Jones.
Yeah, he is a state of mind
What?
because there's I Heart New York.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Who you guys voting for?
I'm not
Nobody.
voting.
I didn't vote for. I already voted. I voted on some props, some local stuff, some Burbank, California local things,
Oh yeah.
and then left President blank, and then just like slipped it in.
Wow.
Yeah, you could do that. People don't realize it's like, yeah, no. If you don't, you could just vote on other
Yeah,
shit.
you could just allow the person counting to decide. All of a sudden, Jill Stein.
Honestly, that's not on me at that point. It's like
Yeah.
that's. I'll just check my like public registration
Yeah.
information later to find out I voted for Kamala Harris. Or
What if
whatever.
like since you didn't vote, like the like CIA gets a hold of it and they're like, we've found the most brilliant guy.
I picked all the correct options.
It was just a test.
They got to do the data to find the guy that's picked because there's got to be like one person where every ballot they've done, like senator, president, or whatever, has been the one that won. And they got to find him and just like
Yeah.
ask him who's the next one going to be.
Yeah, like wasn't there like an
Or her. I don't know why. it
Wasn't
has
there
to
like
be.
an octopus
That's him.
with like Down syndrome that would like pick the Super Bowl winning team or something?
I
That's
don't.
like a monkeys on a typewriter kind of
Yeah,
thing.
there's like a
where-
goat with HIV and it's like bah.
RFK Jr.
Yeah, that was so funny. I'm starting to think RFK Jr. didn't even ever want to be president.
He started out so reasonable. I mean, not really, because he started out with COVID, but that was so reasonable, and then it
Yeah.
just got crazier and crazier and
Yeah.
crazier. And
The
then he
bear thing is
endorsed Trump.
hilarious, dude. Where he just threw a dead bear carcass in Central
Bro,
Park.
everyone knows it's like when you have a backstory that's like, I used to be an addict, I used to be crazy, and now
Yeah.
people are like, wow, that's so powerful. And then you hear the stories of
Yeah,
all
well,
the
you were
shitty
an
things you
addict.
did. And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I was a drug addict. I was a piece of shit. Like,
He said that on day one he wants to get rid of fluoride in the drinking water, which I'm like against
Okay.
because
why are you
I
pro
feel like
fluoride?
I feel like my teeth have been awesome.
You know what? You
Bro,
compare
my
us to the
teeth-
UK. You compare us to the UK.
Yeah.
We got better fucking
I
teeth.
don't
My
go to
teeth
the
are
dentist. My teeth are always white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always strong.
Mine too. We went to the dentist in Mexico, and
Yeah.
because I don't have health insurance, and I was like,
Oh yeah, because you live in LA. How long does that take you?
it's like 3 hours, so it's $30 to go to the dentist and get everything done. Where if you have no health insurance, you try to get that, they might not even fucking take you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
They're like, okay, Mr. Paxton, time
Yeah.
to give you your anesthesia.
Well,
and they
they're-
just bring in a donkey and it kicks you in the
Come on. Well, they're not. Everyone speaks. It's like this is for Americans. It's that
Oh,
type of
okay.
shit where it's like you go in, everything else.
So it's a
around you-
horse that kicks you in the
Yeah.
not a donkey.
Yeah.
It's a Clydesdale.
Yeah.
It was sick. It was a great weekend.
Don't people get like crazy fucking what's it called there, right? People get like crazy surgeries. In
Surgeries,
Mexico?
yeah. I had so many people when I was there. They were like, "How much to get your teeth pulled? How much to get blah blah blah?" Because so many people can't do that. Fucking
Yeah.
that don't have health insurance, and I'm like, I don't know if you want to get a crazy surgery done there,
Mm.
Yeah.
but like I don't know if you need to get teeth pulled, and it's like you might get an implant in America, but the pulling, it's like just go down there and have them
Yeah.
yank it out. It's the same thing either way. Like
I remember seeing an episode
they're
of
still
Monk.
doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I saw an episode of Monk, and they went to Mexico, and I guess like they were examining a dead body, but they didn't, since it was Mexico, they didn't have like the right stuff to like coat the body with, so they could like smell it really bad. So in the episode, they all just put this little like, they just rub this little like gel or something under their nose so they don't smell the body. And I thought I'd love to get that for when I eat pussy.
Yeah, so it just always smells nice.
Yeah,
all the time.
just yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Or you
that
could just
defeats
put-
the purpose because you got to get the stank. That's like part of it.
I will say this: I don't like the stank of pussy. I like
Well,
the
not
smell.
the girls that you're. That's like strangers that you got off the subway with.
I like the smell of pussy on my fingers afterwards because I'm like,
That's fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's something.
with the glasses.
Yeah. It is like getting a lollipop at the doctor's. You get to take it with you.
Yeah, yeah. But the taste of actual pussy, I'm not a fan of. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never found it to be enjoyable to me
Yeah.
with my penis just sitting there.
I just love my wife. I don't know what to say.
I've never tasted an asshole that tasted bad, but
That seems like
Wait, you've never tasted
Incorrect.
an asshole
Yeah.
that tasted bad?
never once in my life.
I
Since
don't-
I was 4 years old, never tasted a single bad asshole. Since
Yeah.
the first one I licked at Boy Scout camp, never once
That's
since
such a
then.
crazy. I feel like here, especially, it's like you don't always have time. Like if
I
you're
licked an
coming home
asshole
with a
last
girl
night.
from the bar,
I-
like she could have
Yeah.
walked 2 miles.
Dude, this girl said she'd been out since 11 a.m. Licked her butthole last night. Tasted like nothing.
That is
wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Mine is.
Then I came home and I kissed
Destroyed.
Patty right on the mouth. And he didn't even notice.
I said thank you. I put my book down.
Tell you what, dude, these glasses are bringing it out of me. I was feeling kind of like half asleep. You put on some fucking.
You guys
silly
were doubting
sunglasses.
me, and I was like, I needed to 8 mile real
I
quick.
had
and,
no
like,
doubts.
but then
Zero
once-
doubts.
Yeah. I'm-
My favorite is I did somebody's podcast yesterday, and the marathon was behind us. So people were cheering for us while we were podcasting. We just say something, they'd be like, "Yeah!" We're like, "Oh, that's great."
I will say it was funny to be out that night and see someone just like drinking at a bar, chilling, but with a medal around their neck, like a gold. Like
yeah.
they're the chillest one there, and they
Yeah.
won an award for it or something.
Yeah.
Like just when they don't look that tired and they're just like drinking and talking, smoking a cigarette with a medal around their neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard about the Chinese guy who got like not
By the
arrested.
way,
Smoked
this-
a whole pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, he was.
This is
changing-
also how my
legend,
uncle
dude.
starts jokes. But can you explain this?
you heard that? You heard that Chinese?
Did you hear about the Chinese guy
Yeah,
who
the
ran the
Chinese guy
marathon?
was smoking, and
Yeah, no,
that-
that's amazing.
that is pretty amazing. I think you shouldn't be like, you should get another medal. You know,
Yeah,
they
for
should have like
smoking.
another medal.
Yeah,
for,
they
like-
should have a smokers run and a non-smokers run.
They should.
Yeah,
And the smokers run, they go out first.
yeah.
And then the
You
non
won cardboard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like all these like nerds who train for a marathon and they got like the salt packets and the liquid IV and like the bottle strapped to their running gear.
Right.
And
That they bought all like right before starting to train. For the
yeah,
marathon.
exactly. It's like you of course you're gonna run a marathon.
They're like, I broke into tech sales in Manhattan. I can win a marathon.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I can wear these shorts. Like it's like they have all the gear. That's cool and all, but you should be able to endure the elements of the marathon.
Yeah, barefoot.
It should be a real New York City marathon where like you got to run through human shit.
Yeah.
You got to like dodge inner
You
city
gotta
teenagers.
run to catch trains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That are
throw
about
a
to leave.
bucket of blood on someone to protest like something about clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how they should do it. I don't know. There's something where I really, not only do I not respect marathon runners, I disrespect there's something about them like this is what you did with your time.
Yeah.
You could have, you just could have done something. Not that I'm productive at all, but I'm like you could have whacked off so much in that time.
Yeah.
You're running.
You could have podcasted.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have had, I don't know, there's just, in my mind, I'm like, it's such a, I don't know. I ran a half marathon, but that's just because I was in religious camp and they were like, mind over matter. And I came in 69th place. And man, it's really funny when you come that late in America, it was, even then I was like 15. I was like, this is so condescending. Everybody being like, you did it. You ran. Oh boy, you're a hero. I'm like, there's like an old fat lady like lapping me right now. She's already ran this half marathon 9 times.
Yeah.
And
they put the thing on you, right? Because you're cold after you ran for 20
yeah, just like I was like assaulted or something. Yeah. It's very. I didn't like it at all. I'm never doing it again.
Yeah, it's like I would be impressed if you ran a marathon or a half marathon just on your own. And didn't get like a medal and praise and like an Instagram post from it.
Yeah, I'm
just ran 13 miles.
I'm impressed if you stood in your backyard and ran in circles for 26 miles.
There is in New York, there's an ultra marathon that's like 500 miles, but it's not it's literally like a basketball court and everyone runs around it.
That's
for 500
insane.
miles. And it's like so hard because so many people give up because it's not like running
exciting.
through the desert or anything.
Yeah.
You just go around and like people are playing basketball and like it's all day.
I think that would almost drive me crazier though if there's just less scenic route.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's it. That's why
yeah.
it's so much harder.
Yeah.
But it would drive you crazier if it was scenic?
Less scenic.
Oh,
like
yeah.
just running around a track. Like this mountain, it was like mountainous and stuff like that. There's one cocky, I hate this guy though. He's just bragging. He's like first off, it's like a half marathon. It's probably for charity. I don't remember why I did it. I mean, I did it because I was at a religious camp and they were doing stuff. But it was very much like the fucking guy. I remember hearing a guy brag about it. He's like, yeah, man, these lower elevation people, they have no idea what they're in for. Like, you're the biggest fucking douche on the planet.
Yeah.
It's
So,
like my
when you
lungs
go
are
to
s-
Denver and people are like, well, can you handle it? Can you fucking...
Yeah. That's a
But
little
then you get hammered and you're like, wait, maybe I can't handle it.
Yeah.
Denver, I
elevation.
never realized how dehydrated you get in Denver.
Yeah.
Like when I went, I was just chugging water the entire time and everything was dry.
Yeah.
Like I took a piss and a shit came out.
Yeah.
That was
Been
pretty
there.
funny.
Yeah. A little yellow shit. Yeah. Just a yellow diarrhea shit out of the front of your penis.
And it's just scorching hot
Yeah.
for some reason.
Just like when when you're at the end of a fucking whipped cream can, it just kind of comes out like that. Yeah.
That's like, isn't that like what guys, like young boys, when they try to come? Isn't that what it's like?
No,
if
it
you
comes out
just-
as a tear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you just do it too many times, you can get there as an adult.
Oh, I've gotten there as an adult. Yeah.
To blanks?
To blanks.
Wow.
Basically blanks. There's,
That's when you check into rehab.
for jerking off too much. Is there a sex rehab if you're a sex addict?
Yeah, there's guys.
For
Usually
sure.
they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. There's not a lot of sex
You'll
addicts. that
be
aren't
there
also-
in like 3 years.
We're actually going to drop you off tomorrow morning.
God, I would love that lure going around about me.
Yeah.
We had to check him into a Getting a Pussy Academy.
with the wounds of Christ. on
Yeah,
his
like,
hand.
it's always sunny. Yeah, the one thing about the fucking but how does that work though? Is it like because I don't know. I guess you're just I don't know because like the whole point of rehab is it dries you up. So do they do stuff to your penis to make sure you don't touch it too much?
I know, right? That would be jerk off central to be in rehab.
Oh, my-
anyways, like
Yeah.
Yeah, do they take it away and like lock it up?
Yeah. They put like some sort of like chastity belt on you, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I
They
don't
put
know.
it in the restricted section of Hogwarts.
Yeah. The other thing I was gonna say about the fucking elevation thing is I think too many people use elevation as an excuse. Though I think there's guys who get like a DUI and they're like, I didn't know the elevation here. Because we had a friend at a wedding who like I watched drink all fucking morning.
Yeah.
They got drunk the night before and then he like was like fucking taking his shirt off at a rehearsal dinner for a wedding and was like, dude,
Not good.
Elevation is what's going on.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because like the taller people can technically drink more, right?
Right.
But they're higher; they have more elevation.
That's
to
what
that.
it was.
So maybe it's a myth. All this elevation nonsense.
Well, the Earth is flat, so let's just get that out of the way.
let's get
Yeah.
out of that.
So
that
there's
out of the
no
way.
way. Elevation doesn't even exist.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah. If the Earth wasn't flat, Alan Fitzgerald would be just rolling. Away.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see him while I saw a couple. Of
Yeah, that's been the
fucking-
funniest thing for him because he's heard everybody in this podcast.
Yeah.
So he knows all these people, but they don't know him.
Oh
Yeah, so I'll meet him or just see him on the wall at the Grizzly Pear. And be
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
Oh, so this.
Yeah. 'Cause he was like,
Eli Haba.
he was like looking past the people who have like actual TV credits. He's like Graham Cooper.
Graham Cooper, yeah.
This
He's
is
on
like-
season 3 of Morning Good Podcast.
Yeah.
You should have showed up with like a Disney World book to like get everyone's
Yeah.
autograph. Like,
Yeah,
characters.
even at Williamsburg or something, I was looking at the lineup on the wall, and it was like, to be fair, it was Kevin Ryan was on like the end of it.
Right, yeah.
But I was like, oh my god, stacked lineup. It's like, no, it's just,
It's just
I know
all my
them.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like I know all these names.
That's cool.
Yeah. Is there anybody who's different than you? Oh, you thought Patty was gonna be shorter.
I thought Patty was just like going to be a cute little dumpling, and
Nope.
actually like a
Big, scary, angry man. I walk around just lording myself. Demand.
yeah, you're real intimidating to me when I came in. You're like,
Yeah, people think I'm like a nice guy.
no, you're
nice
actually kind of a
racist
piece of
guy.
shit.
Well, I will say this. Off of this podcast, I've never once heard Patty say a racist thing. It's something this microphone gets
I
going.
know, right? It's like we were having a nice
I
conversation.
just shouted into a My Pillow. I think that's the best place to do that.
It's like a sploof, those things where you could smoke pot.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Your mom bursts in. Were you being racist?
No.
No. It
You yell
smells
the
like-
N-word in, Black Lives
Yeah.
Matter comes out.
Yeah, you're so the opposite of other people are like so
racist
Yeah.
off the podcast. And then,
Yeah. You're like, I'm only racist to my digital footprint.
Only where it matters. Yeah.
But that was fun doing Joe's because he made me really uncomfortable the last one. So I was on his, like, oh, I'll be here for the bit. I don't know any of these listeners. I'll go in for
Yeah.
this. Yeah. It was, but it still goes.
That's why you should have led with just accusing him of cheating on his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because that's the because if she was she like
Yeah,
did
she's
they
in the
live together?
apartment.
That's what you
that
should have
apartment's so funny because his girlfriend's so sweet.
Yeah.
He's just saying the craziest shit. He's like, so Michael, if you were gonna chop up a dead body, would you cut off her tits first or her pussy? And you're just like, and his girlfriend's just like, do you guys want water? And it's just the funniest thing.
I feel like that could have been the only way you get back at him too, because not even like saying that, but just being like, "Oh, we won't talk about that." The thing
Yeah, really gone with it.
like,
But
oh,
he's
my
so
bad.
fr-
Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. Is she here?
Yeah, but he's so for the bit. It's like that guy. Every single thing he says is a joke. So it's
Yeah.
like, I think he might hate me then because he's always so nice to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, it's always opposite day with Joe Gorman that he fucking hates me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta roll with it and just know that you're at the whim of him.
Oh,
Whatever.
yeah. I love guys whose girlfriends are taller than him. I got a real
So
cool
cool.
thing for like
Yeah.
just I don't know. Yeah. Well, you and I were talking about this. 'Cause
Yeah, we
you're
were,
5'8", I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say it like that, but you know, you're a little shorter than me. You know, I'm kind of.
Yeah, my friend Reed has like a very tall, beautiful girlfriend, like just a like Amazonian type of
queen,
woman.
right.
Yeah.
And they're a great couple. Like,
Yeah,
he,
dude.
he rides a motorcycle and she'll go behind him, but like it's
She'll
like-
push it
it's
for
like,
him.
This is him.
He's in the sidecar.
Pretend this mic is him. Like it looks like this. It's like
That's adorable.
it's kind
That
of
is awesome. Her feet are dragging on the ground. She's pushing it. She's riding it like it's
She's
like
got him on the handlebar.
Yeah, it's always fun. Yeah, I matched with a 6'9" woman who has not gotten back to me, but I'm like, I so want to just.
You match with Tekashi 6'9"?
It's Tekashi 6'9".
Was it Angel Reese,
Who's this?
That's what I said
basketball
too.
player? WNBA.
Nah, I don't
Ever
think so.
heard of it?
No.
He didn't get it when I said the joke,
Yeah.
literally last night.
You think I watch sports?
No, but I don't.
No.
Does anyone watch the WNBA
Yeah, I don't
out
watch
that
of
is
us?
true. That is
Like,
not sports.
I know her
That
because
is-
she's the woman who punches Caitlin Clark. That's
Okay.
how I know her.
I just
Yeah.
know the beef. I don't
Yeah.
know the actual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people. I don't know what. I love whenever
Speak-
the podcast gets good. I have to check the volumes. I'm like, we better have fucking caught that gold.
Speaking of beef, did you see Kamala Harris's black pussy was on SNL?
Oh shit! Best transition in all of.
Yeah.
Oh, beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the episode.
I didn't, but I saw Chappell Roan, our new favorite artist in this house.
Bro, I
Unanimously.
fucking love Chappell.
Unanimously,
Roan now.
he doesn't like
Yeah.
her, but unanimously,
I don't know who that is, Chappell Roan.
At the
H-O-
pink pony.
Pink
Oh,
Pony
that
Club.
girl?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm out.
I didn't get it until
Chappell
being here.
wrong.
yeah.
I didn't get it until 2 days ago.
She's literally my favorite musician now. This is my favorite song. in the world.
Really?
We're just
Yeah.
hammered at karaoke, like HOTT.
Yeah. We didn't know that song until before. Next thing you know, we're doing. It's basically the YMCA for that
Yeah.
song, "Hot to Go."
Yeah.
We're just like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's so funny. And then all the girls in the bar are like, "Oh my god, like you guys are doing it."
Yeah, that was that. You gotta at once come out to boho karaoke. It's the
That
most-
was so much
it's the-
fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun, dude.
Do they have even flow?
Oh, they have everything. Yeah.
You say that randomly, they just won't have songs that
Yeah.
are awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, they had old country music. They had shit that I didn't think they would.
they didn't have "Home Sweet Home" by
They
Motley
gotta have
Crue,
even
which-
flow as a class. Like any Pearl Jam is a classic.
Yeah, if they don't
karaoke.
have even flow, that's the only song I'll sing.
I like emailed them to
Karaoke.
try to get "Crazy Bitch" by Buck Cherry on there, but they're not.
Hey,
they
you're
don't even take
crazy,
cards
bitch.
there, so I'm like, well, they're not gonna answer the emails about me wanting this song on here.
Yeah.
And Buck Cherry is the guy with like 4 dicks and 2 pussies, right?
Yes.
What's going on with him? Her?
You're
No.
thinking Buck Angel.
Buck Angel.
Buck Angel.
Ah.
Buck Angel is the one who made the song "Johnny Be Good." Right?
What? No, Chuck Berry.
I'm just fucking with you. Yeah. Well, I think that's Buck Cherry's a play on words.
Buck Cherry.
Chuck Berry. Yeah.
Oh,
that makes
really?
sense, yeah.
Wow.
With you all night.
That was my favorite. That's my favorite.
To get
move
the
right
right
there.
on.
'Cause
Yeah.
It was a simple little thing, but what he was really saying is, "Who gives a fuck?"
No.
He was saying, "Oh, really?" But he was saying, "Hey, how about you keep it going, bitch?"
I
Yeah.
care. Some say I care too much.
You?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're always.
I will say it's better without Jake sitting right there because I have
It
been
intimidates me every time.
having jokes flop and then look at him. And it's
Oh
like,
my god!
man.
A live audience of one is my least favorite. It literally feels like when you're doing homework and your like dad or like whoever's like looking over your shoulder,
yeah.
and you're like, "Let me just. I'm gonna figure it out on my own. Just let me do it."
Yeah.
And then I won't ever. Dude, that hit me in a spot I did not like.
Can you say it to me too?
Yeah. There's something about me that like I don't know what it is. I really hate being patronized, but you know, in some
Yeah.
ways I do. I really like when people don't expect a lot out of me.
Yeah.
Like when the bill comes around, they're like, "Oh, he's really poor. We're gonna cover him."
God.
Yeah.
Thank God. And I hate when people are like, I don't want to make him feel like, just because I'm making more money than him that he can't get the bill or something. I'm like, if you're making double what I'm making
Yeah.
and we both know it.
And also, you can have sex with me after the dinner. I'm aware of all the rules.
Yeah, I won't be offended.
All my friends are we're trying to like lock down Ryder Cup tickets for this year's Ryder Cup. It's
What is
like
it?
What the fuck is.
it's like USA versus Europe in golf, and it's like
Oh.
the biggest golf event. Like it's like the Olympics of golf. It's
Right.
like crazy, and it's in New York this next year. And we all signed up for a lottery separately, and we all got accepted into the lottery. So we're like, fuck. But the tickets are $750 for one day
Damn.
per person. So it's like, I don't know.
It's like Bonnaroo.
Yeah, it's like crazy
To go watch people golf.
You have to watch people
But
golf.
you should do it though. I don't think you like it's so.
You don't seem like you spend a lot of money.
I do, if I spend money, it's on like
Camera
computer
shit,
stuff
yeah.
or like camera, news from bed stuff.
but I just
or-
want
or
to see you.
food.
I want to see you happy. I want to
But
see.
that's the thing is, I don't know if I'll go there and be like 10 minutes go by, I'm like $2.58 and 33 cents.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to be like worrying that I'm not getting the bang for my buck.
That's so much better than me, who just justifies retarded purchases on a daily basis. Like, no, I should have boosted myself on the dating app, and I should have like ordered Uber Eats, and I should have bought the most expensive vodka.
It did make me laugh when you were like not too long ago, you were like, I have $5 in my bank account. And then the next day was Halloween. You're like, I just got to run to Spirit Halloween quick. I'm like, no, you don't. You're 28 years old.
The amount of money probably lifetime. You probably spent like 6 figures lifetime
On
on like
Halloween.
costumes.
Oh,
and shit.
100%.
Even in like at FSU, you would like there was like a clothes like play clothes Halloween like year round Halloween store basically.
Yeah.
That he would like run up a check at.
Yeah. I got to get a very serious like fucking centaur costume. It's like $4,000. Like it'll be worth it. The funny part
Like
is, I remember-
cosplay quality.
The funny part too is like I'm like, well, I have to wear this because I'm going to a bunch of comedy clubs tonight, and this is all networking. So this is money that's going to make itself back.
Yeah. And if I dress up as a king, they'll think that I'm royal.
Yeah.
I can't have a cheap costume. I'll look like a fucking loser.
Yeah, it was really funny too because I was like, I was dressed as a priest, and then I was doing stand up, and randomly a joke would bomb, and then you just randomly feel so stupid because you remember that you're dressed up in a costume, like you forgot because
That's when you should have just memorized Bible verses or.
I started with an Irish accent, realized I couldn't do an Irish accent, dropped an Irish accent. They told me to go back to the Irish accent. I pandered into it. Yeah.
And then it was just Indian by the end of the
by the end of it, it just didn't make any but it was really fucking fun. But I was just talking about fingers in my butt as an Irish priest, and then randomly it just went off the rails for a second, and then it was something else. But initially there was a muscle suit and a priest suit, so I was like, I'm gonna be a jacked priest.
That'd be nice.
And then in my mind I was like, dude, I should have just done a full Guido priest. Like I should have gotten diamond earrings. and
spiked your hair up.
Yeah.
Would you guys do SNL if you got the choice, the option?
Why would I not?
Why would I be given the choice?
Yeah.
I'm also not a comedian, so
100%. Why?
I don't know.
You don't think you would?
I don't know if I would.
I like denying opportunities that weren't given to me too. I would not be in the new Star Wars.
It's a little too woke
But that's
for
why,
me.
because it would be cooler to be like, they asked me to do SNL, and I said no.
Oh, I have fantasies about that. They're like,
Yeah.
dude, Fallon, you're telling me I can't say fucking retard?
That's
Get out of
That's
here.
cooler than being on SNL.
Totally.
If you're on SNL, everyone's just gonna be like, "This sketch was stolen. This sucks."
Yeah.
Honestly, Shane Gillis probably would have had a worse career on SNL than.
Oh, I agree
getting
with that
canceled.
completely. Yeah.
He
And
also
then-
turned down being Trump for like the remainder of the election cycle.
Yeah,
It would have been
just
like
gotten old. It's like
it would have been like 8 episodes of him on SNL being Trump.
Oh, they asked him to do it like for the rest of the
Yeah.
And he said no.
Also,
Yeah.
the other guy they have that does the Trump
Is great.
one is not bad.
Yeah, he does a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump's not a tough impression to do.
Yeah, but so many people do it bad. and
Yeah.
just weird.
Because they don't have like the comedic instinct to do it, but they
Yeah.
can do the voice and everything. But you got to have that like kind of doesn't give a shit Trump attitude. And
You got.
I'm just mad. Somebody needs to do a good Joe Rogan impression. That he's almost as famous as a politician. Why isn't there some people doing good Joe Rogan? Besides Tim Heidecker's one is fucking incredible.
Oh, he does a good one.
Oh,
You
really?
haven't heard that podcast?
Oh, I've seen that, but it's not.
Tim
like,
Dillon does the worst one that doesn't even sound like him at all. It was
Yeah,
like
but his
half
is
of his
funny.
special was just going, oh man, oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he does
He
like a
gets,
Mickey
like,
Mouse
higher.
voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish I was.
I don't even know. Sam Tripoli. That's mine.
That's your Joe Rogan?
Sam Tripoli.
Well, well, let me try to do it. There's something in his voice that gets kind of higher with certain things. Like,
Oh yeah, like kind of like strange.
I'm just so scared to make fun of Joe Rogan.
Guys, stop!
He's more kind of
Stop.
like you.
Well, he did put on like a lot of comic. Like
I mean,
he does
how do you
give back
even,
a lot to the
how do you
scene.
even mock somebody who just sounds like a regular guy? That's interesting.
I'd like to.
I'm gonna take a look at that. Yeah, I
I'd
don't
like
know.
to like capture Joe Rogan, like in a
What do you do with him?
box, and just tell people I have Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
But then also like surgically attach fins and gills to him.
like
With the glasses, this is really fitting. You do look like a mad scientist.
Is
And
that
I'll-
Justin Long movie?
Tusk?
Tusk.
Is that what that's about? What's it about?
It's about Joe Rogan.
No. I'm
No,
saying
but-
it's got like weird medical thing.
Yeah. He like a guy gets kidnapped and slowly turned into a walrus.
Oh, that stuff disturbs
that's
me.
exactly what I was
That's
thinking.
exactly
of.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Dang.
Wow.
Kevin
Hey, buddy,
Smith.
same thing with me. Everything I think is a fun idea. People are like, nope, that's been done before.
Yeah.
But that's all right. I always take it as a compliment because I'm like, that sounds like a great movie.
There's something that really
It's
deep,
not that good. It's
deep-
all right. It's,
There's something that deeply just, you know what? It's not intentional, but I am doing the most foot fetishy stuff right now.
you
I'm not
are
intentional.
such a fucking little whore.
I literally just put my feet up here and I didn't realize I'm literally like twisting my toes within each other. I'm like, I didn't even think about that.
I told him I had a panic attack. Like one of the first when we started to get the foot fetish traffic, I was like, I took an edible and I had just like edited the podcast and I was like uploading the thumbnail and I was looking at it and I'm like, what are we doing? This is fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
This is the grossest shit
Yes.
ever. And I'm like, am I just like pimping out my buddy? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't really know you were doing it the first one, I think.
well, I know the first one was totally on accident.
Yeah.
when we got into the thing. And then I look back on it and you have this like shy look on your face and the foot's right and you got like something on your foot.
Yeah.
Like a little piece of toilet paper or something.
That's the same as like an Oreo on a breast.
It's so
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
gross.
yeah,
I
yeah.
It's
can't.
like, God, I want to eat that lint out of his toes.
Because I get so happy with the numbers and I check the comments and it's like, give me that sock.
Yeah, you cannot get high and think about who's watching the podcast. I've learned.
Well, but
about
dude,
that.
Well, I
Zach
figured-
Russell looked at it. He said it's 50-50. He said
I feel like he's just bullshitting you, dude.
yeah, how does he know
he looked. He
He's
pulled up
just
a thing, and I was like, "Yeah, this looks accurate."
of your podcast?
He pulled up. He goes, "Go on your YouTube," and he goes, "This is
He just looked at the
50% of the
analytics.
traffic is from this playlist. 50% of the traffic is."
For that like one episode or
To
something.
be fair, I guess he doesn't know the people that just see the thumbnail. And
You're
are
like, yeah, but then it's the algorithm is the other 50%. And that's all
Yeah.
foot guys too.
"Yeah, look,
Don't
I had a
stop
guy- I had a guy-
watching. I'm not saying stop
I had a guy
watching,
come out
stop.
to a show the other night from the podcast,
That's awesome.
and he was a gay man. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping he was a foot guy that got converted to not to straight now. I hope he's still gay, but I hope he likes my comedy as well.
Yeah.
He gave me a nice compliment. I was like, "Oh, thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate it."
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are probably like the coolest, most normal people. And this is just
Look
something
at this
that
guy
they do.
trying
on
to
this-
try
I'm trying to come back.
skew them-
I'm trying to
come back to the last episode.
Halfway through, I'm like, wait a minute. This is our bread and butter right here. What the fuck am I doing?
Exactly.
No,
Hold on, let me pop these off. What am I fucking doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that they are normal people, but the YouTube, for some reason, is their realm for dirtiness. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Well, it's probably, I mean, the shit other people beat off to. It can
You know what I
get
should
so
say?
dark.
I should say the kind of shit that like OnlyFans models say on podcasts. I'm like, no, there's big time CEOs that are jerking off to morning. They're all closet. There's always somebody like,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a lot of NFL players actually that jerk off to this podcast. You know,
Yeah.
that's always a thing. There's always like an OnlyFans girl. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I've had sex with Morgan Freeman 19 times. You're like, first off, he would have definitely made you sign something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, we
I heard
We should pander more
Monica
to 'em.
Lewinsky listens to this podcast.
I hope so, man.
I can't. They also seem like the kind of guys that like to be talked down to a little bit. There is a little like master slave thing
Oh,
in the
yeah.
comments sometimes.
Well, if you're down by the feet, you know, you're
Yeah,
already
that's
on
gotta
all
be part of it.
fours.
Yeah.
where sometimes they'll be like, "Master, step on me.
Yeah,
You are my white overlords."
I didn't
They-
see that.
Yeah, they do. There's some race things that come in there too.
There's some weird race.
I am not checking the
matrix.
comments, I guess.
Yeah,
and
you
I'm
know
not
what
going
I'm talking
to.
about.
I'll get like.
You know, Joe Rogan's always like,
from
you can't
bed.
look at the comments, but it's really just because it's all dudes that are tricking off
yeah,
to your
yeah.
feet.
That's why he stopped looking at the comments.
There's no negative comments on my stuff. It's just dudes commenting.
He's just
Yeah.
acquired an audience of people like attracted to his neck. They're like, God, I want to
He's
just
got
put his
such big
whole
hands."
head in my ass. His dimple of a head.
Yeah.
My favorite also when we did fucking Tomaselli's podcast. I don't know if you saw the picture. We were joking about how you do like a movie kiss. And Tomaselli's like, oh, you lean in like this. So like one guy's in front of it. And so now the thumbnail for the podcast looks like me and him kissing.
Yeah.
Wow. And like people already today
That's
are
class. You got to
commenting.
capture those moments.
Oh, yeah. People already today like, so you kiss guys now? What's going on? I'm like,
Oh, did anybody hit you with that?
Oh, yeah. Spencer, who cares?
It's
He threw me in a group chat. He's like, hey, do you kiss guys now? What's going on? And I was like, well, it's a funny picture.
yeah.
And maybe
That sounds like
He should
he
get that,
kisses
dude.
guys.
He's changed if he doesn't get that.
No, that sounds like he's kissing guys secretly.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah,
oh, so
he's
you kiss guys now? Are you one of those guys
He's like,
that kiss
you're
me?
like, who are these other guys in the group chat?
It's like Smoochy Jones.
He just immediately removes you.
Oh shit! Oh, that was a joke. Sorry,
Joe, don't fucking tell
that was a bit.
anybody
Sorry.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know what closet homosexuality just continues to be the
It's
fun.
so
It's the
fu- yeah,
funniest
it's
thing on the
funny.
planet.
It is
Because it's like
funny.
I don't know what other thing like. What is it? Ulterior motives are just always funny. Like when somebody
Yeah.
is lying about why they want a thing.
Yeah, or just the idea of a guy that's married, but he keeps on going to like random trips to Vermont with like buddies and stuff like that.
Yeah. Could you imagine just getting ass fucked for like a weekend and then you just come home?
Go back to your wife.
Yeah.
And go, "Hey, what's cooking?
Yeah. That would be awesome if you could do it guilt free. Like you just had just fucking some crazy leather sex orgy, and then you get to go back to your house and you're like, you know what? I heard there's a new Pinocchio movie that came out, and you just watch that. You're like, best of both worlds, baby.
Babe, I'm tired. Sorry.
I mean,
worn
really,
out.
like when you look at it, it's like everybody's like, oh, well, you be in a monogamous relationship or polyamorous relationship. A guilt-free cheating relationship might be one of the most powerful, perfect lives if you can get past it. If she-
For you, yeah, for you.
For
If
you,
you don't
But
have
if she
the
never
guilt,
finds
yeah.
out, I don't. It's bad. You should never do it.
Yeah.
But if she never finds out, does it like it's interesting? It's
Yeah.
Like, it's like if you could guarantee if God's like you could. I don't know. It's interesting. Wait. What about you? Double it. She's also cheating, but has no. You guys just never find out each other are cheating. Isn't that?
Just listen, I'm a faithful
You guys are
guy.
two lover boys. Like I am too. I've never cheated in my life.
No,
but-
you are. Yeah, people would.
This all
think
sounds
that
really
you're
libby
a cheater,
to
but you're
me.
definitely not.
Liberal.
Seems
I
like
don't
she's
know.
a big yapper. I don't know about-
Yeah, people would think that I'm a cheater, but I have extreme guilt.
Yeah.
and I can't do anything that.
Yeah, it's just crazy because it's like I get so much anxiety about just whatever, name it. But just think of it's like, oh, like my dad's dad abandoned him. It's like imagine
Yeah.
like abandoning a child.
Yeah.
It's so wild, dude.
Or like beating your wife and having another family and like cheating
Do you
on
think when
it's
you
like,
abandon your
Yeah.
child, do you think you think about it every day, or you think randomly you're like, oh yeah, I do have a kid.
Yeah. You probably like check like the list of who's a rock star.
Yeah.
Okay. Still not yet.
Yep. No,
It's gonna happen because you got to be ready for your son, like whatever, to be the most successful thing
Yeah.
ever.
or
Because
like a
that seems
defensive
to be-
lineman or something like that.
Yeah, or just like some guy who shoots up a 7-Eleven.
That's my boy. That's
he
why I
is.
didn't fucking raise
That,
him.
yeah,
I knew he was fucking
I got
weird.
out of there before
Yeah.
it got great.
Yeah, there was something fucking weird about that kid. His mother was a bitch too.
Yeah. That's always the funny thing when they do like a Ted Bundy interview, and they're like, his parents said that like nothing. They were just great parents. It's like, yeah, obviously they're gonna lie or so. I don't know.
Yeah.
But did he say that too? Was he also like they were cool as hell?
What, Ted Bundy?
Yeah.
Why are you asking me? I don't know. I'm not.
Okay, I don't know. Thank you.
Ted, but yeah, I don't know much about Ted Bundy other than the raping and the killing.
Yeah.
I knew a lot about that. I've
Yeah.
researched
That's the
those
only.
cases.
I don't
Florida
know what
State,
his
baby.
interests are.
Go Seminoles.
Oh, he
Oh,
was
yeah.
Florida State.
He murdered and raped at our school.
The hottest chicks.
Yeah, that literally is.
Bro,
like,
bro.
Dude.
this college is so lit. People come here to rape.
serial
From
killer.
out of state, dude.
People come here to murder and
They
rape.
pay extra intuition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Like he did really pick like the best school.
Yeah,
Place
the
to murder
second, I
and-
swear to God, somebody fucking brings up Arizona State has the hottest girls. Be like, how many of them get murdered?
I've also never been there, so
I'd imagine it's a little dry down there.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Arizona, you know,
Yeah, we got the
quality
humidity, the
skin.
fucking
Yeah.
tropical
to
pussy.
moisten it up. Yeah,
Yeah.
get the gears moving.
Fucking glide in there.
Not to mention they're whores,
Yeah.
stone cold whores.
Yeah. No, that was, I mean, what a just phenomenal place on earth.
we
Have
had
you-
we
have
had
you ever
different
put your
experiences.
dick in a
Oh,
pussy?
yeah, you got like arrested.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. My Tallahassee experience was not this. I had to like actually work jobs, and you're like, oh, dude, college was the best. Yeah, because you were dressing up like Ben Franklin and getting pussy and shit. In a fraternity.
Yeah, you're like shoveling coal.
yeah, basically, and going to jail. Like,
My jobs were
That's
also
crazy.
hilarious. Like I worked in the sandwich shop, which is so fucking easy. Then the next job was like fucking like I worked in the call center for the university. Raised, I think
Zero
I think I
There's
literally
no way.
raised
Yeah.
$0.
Yeah, 'cause you're
and
cold
Carney was
calling-
my boss, which was so funny. And he was just like, "Yeah, you know, we've just been talking about it. You got to pick it up." And I'm just like, "How about you fucking shut up?
Yeah.
You haven't even opened for Tim Dillon yet. I don't have to listen to you. I don't have to value our friendship more." But
Yeah,
well,
he used to be less valuable. Now he's more valuable.
correct.
for
He has
sure.
a big following. So now me and Carney
Now I respond immediately to
immediately
text
text
messages.
messages. Before I would tell him things that I talk down to him. Now it's yes,
yes,
master.
sir. Yes, master.
master.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that job, raised no money. I would go in just like one time I went in so drunk. I remember I had to have my ex-girlfriend drop me off. And I should just say, girl, it's really confusing when I tell stories because that now sounds like I called up an ex-girlfriend. It's like, I'm drunk. Can you drive me to the
Yeah.
call center?
Say girlfriend at the time.
Girlfriend at the time. Yeah.
GAT.
Yeah.
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 Damn.
The gat with the whap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny that job. It's so you're never gonna do because you're calling 25-year-olds and being like, "Hey, you know you have student debt. Do you want to give money to the college that you just
Oh,
graduated?"
those calls were so funny. People be
and they're
like,
like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. I drunkenly donated $1 just because I used to work there one time. I was like, you get $1 because I'm fucking hammered right now and I used to do your job. What you guys should do is play this game. You get a fucking dictionary, you flip it open, you point to a word. You got to use that word on the call. That's what we would do.
Oh, that's a fun one.
But then we had
like-
one where you have to use a phrase.
Like Super Troopers or something.
Yeah. We had to use one that was, we made a phrase that even a platypus lays an egg every once in a while. And you'd have to use that in the conversations. So, like, I had one we were talking about. Like, we recently invested in a safety trail for people in case of emergency situations. You know, it's a pretty safe campus, but even every once in a while, a platypus lays an egg.
As in someone gets raped.
Yeah,
on campus.
basically. Yeah.
That does
You
sound
gotta crack
bad.
a few eggs to make an omelet.
Yeah.
Laying an egg is typically like phrase for like bombing or like
Yeah.
fucking something up.
Yeah,
It's usually a dark metaphor.
Yeah, it's like scoring 0 points
yeah,
in
yeah.
the NBA or something.
Well, then the next job is the best, being an Uber driver, because I'd go game days. I'd drive for like 2 hours, make like fucking $200, and then just get fucked up all day.
Back
That's
in the
pretty cool.
golden era of Uber. when
Yeah.
they-
Now
when they
they're
didn't
like,
have to be a real company yet. Have to make
Yeah, where you
money.
didn't have to be like an Indian guy. Now you got to be
It's
an Indian
required.
guy. Yeah.
yeah. They spray you brown if you.
They bronze.
Yeah, there's an Uber factory where if
That's
you want to
also a
work.
New York thing. They
That's
work
true.
harder than you guys.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
true.
There's
When I-
still white people driving Ubers in other places.
Yeah, when I went to Denver, it was just like somebody's mom drove us around.
Yeah,
She's like,
those are
oh,
the
you
best.
guys are in town. I'm like,
they
what
just started or something.
yeah,
They're
like,
like,
what are
well,
you
we're
doing?
empty nesters, so
Yeah, so I'm just driving. And they like in that moment, like you're their children. It's kind of nice.
I fucking love that feeling.
But I also
Yeah.
do kind of like the Indian guy who's like, no, fuck you, you, just cutting people out. Like,
Who's just running people over.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
To, like,
intensity
to
of
get you to-
cab and Uber drivers here
Yeah.
is so fucking
to get
nuts,
you to
dude.
like a Dairy
Yeah.
Queen in the middle of
Yeah,
the day.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah, on the one I took from the airport to get over here, the guy's honking for fucking no reason.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they just
yeah.
The honk is like a utility in New York.
Yeah, it's so
like it's like an extra button on your Xbox controller.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
Which
get
is
to-
great when you're right by a 4-way intersection right there, and you just wake up to that. Every
Yeah, you just
fucking
wake
day.
up to a semi truck just laying on the horn because nobody's moving.
Yeah,
It's
It's
so
nice.
dumb, dude.
yeah, as if the end of that is like something that's like fixable. It's not like there's just one guy on his phone at the end. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I guess I should move. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
a dead old lady
17
in the
guys
street.
on
They're
their
trying to get
phone.
off with a shovel. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Have you seen somebody die?
No, I don't think so.
I have a
I did,
friend.
dude.
She saw. Who'd you see die?
Fucking on the way to Burgers and Beats, this show in LA where I'm literally playing the show and I'm driving and I see a fucking motorcyclist. You know how they split the lanes? And so he's splitting the lanes to like time the green light and he catches the green light, but then someone else runs the red light on the other side. Just meets him in the middle and just flies.
you just meet me?
Why don't you
Oh,
just
man.
meet me? Yeah, dead. And then like everyone got out of the car. He's like water, and then just like dies. It's
Oh,
like
wow.
the
Last word
most
is
traumatic
water.
thing ever. I had to like,
He asked for water. That's interesting.
and then I just pull up, and everyone's like, "What's up, man?" And I'm like, "I just fucking watched somebody die, dude."
That's hard to shake. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I saw a guy dying, but he was just on fentanyl, and then they like, kind of got him a little.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
he's
I've
like,
probably
put me back.
seen dead people like under boxes and stuff. but
There
I just
is
didn't
sometimes
know.
you see somebody strung out, and you're like, how
Yeah.
long have they been like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I just walk past with my headphones in, but somebody probably thinks
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just take whatever's in my pocket. throw
I
at
just
them.
take their shoes and fucking dip.
Yeah. It would be kind of fun to take a homeless guy on fentanyl and then just put him in like
A
the most-
roller coaster.
Ah! It just wakes up.
He just rips the bar.
Weekend at Bernie's style. Jurassic Park. Is this my grandpa with those sunglasses?
I think
on?
I've said it before, but James Donlin, who you probably know.
Oh, I
from
know
the
him very
podcast,
well.
He had
Oh, by the way,
one-
Paxton
I've seen
produces. Just anybody that does, we've gotten this far. They probably know.
Well, the real fans know.
Yeah.
The feet guys don't know me yet.
Yeah.
but James had the
But they do
funniest.
now.
He had the funniest
Got
thing
dirty
for.
ones today.
He said if I ever like die and I can plan it out, like or like if I commit suicide, like what I would do is go to a Chili's and like order the sizzling fajitas, and before it comes out, you die. So you're just like in the booth with like sunglasses, and they come out and they're like, "Happy birthday!" And there's like a whole thing, and you're just in the booth. That would be so funny.
So good.
Just a bunch of Chili's boys.
Just like low-key needle in your arm, but they can't see it. He's a little bashful.
Come on, time to get on the seat.
Yeah.
You got to get on the seat.
Or it's just better when they go away and it's just like left sizzling. And it's just-
Yeah, that's a good one. I get a lot of laughs from that.
Have either of you guys almost died?
I think so. Yes. Yeah, there was a time I was driving a car and something flew off of it was like some weird like wooden thing flew off of a car in front of me and smashed into my windshield, and I was on like the throughway, so I was going like 70, and there was a piece of wood that was like snapped with like a sharp end that was just over my shoulder.
Okay.
I was like, oh my God, that could have just went right into my head.
Wait. You're saying it went through your windshield?
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's Final Destination.
Like
stuff.
the most of the windshield was cracked, but there was a hole with a piece of wood that was just through, and it was like over my shoulder.
Oh my god.
And like I freaked out. It was like my entire life like flashed before my eyes.
That's why you take no moment for granted now.
Yeah, that's why I play Call of Duty Black Ops at 2 a.m.
That is fucking crazy.
Because I'm gonna go back and get whoever it was. I need to learn how to use all the guns and slide.
That's so terrifying, dude.
That's-
Yeah, it
that
was
is crazy.
scary. I had that. I think I had another one, but I probably can't even remember it.
I had one on an. It's fucking lame. I was on. It's either a knee board or an inner tube, and I got like stuck in a way that I was like tied up in a rope. And Mr. Clayton was driving in. I was like basically just going underwater.
Yeah.
And people just weren't spot. Sometimes with water, people think you're just having fun.
Yeah.
Did I talk about this in the last episode? How I almost died in that car?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in a hot car.
Oh, my God, dude. I-
dog.
Everybody thinks I'm having fun all the time, and when I'm like,
They're like, oh, Mike's pulling a prank. You're like,
yeah. You got to be careful when you're silly all the time. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're dying, and people are like,
Yeah,
nice
no one's
one.
gonna. The boy who cried, I'm dying.
Yeah. There's that. There was the fucking blue chews and the poppers thing.
Yeah, you didn't like.
Nah, I didn't almost.
Yeah,
It wasn't like I was
right,
like
right.
nodding off or anything, but it was
That just sounds like you're trying to fuck yourself in the ass.
yeah.
It's trying to tuck it back.
You know what is so tough? I've talked about this a lot of times. I cannot find that video of the guy shitting his dick and balls out of his asshole.
The cleanest thing I've ever.
You know what? Can
It's
you
like-
leave it in the comments? Honestly, if you're listening, please leave it in the comments.
What's that?
that
Not
guy-
that video. The other video, the guy shitting his dick and balls out of his ass. There's probably a couple, so you got to be.
It was on Tosh Point or something. He's standing in a doorway, which is even better.
And he's got. There's not a hair. His skin is like smooth. There's no hair.
Have you seen this?
I'm
thing?
like, I would operate on his body. It's so clean.
Yeah.
Everything is so clean.
I've
Yeah,
never
I've
seen
seen it.
this.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's like
Out of the loop.
he's standing
man.
in a
I'm
doorway.
not on TikTok.
Yeah, it's like 1 foot. He's like hovering above the ground.
Yeah.
So it's like his hands are on each side of the wall, and his feet are on each side of the wall. And then you're like, what is going on? What is that genital? I've never seen that before. Balls fall out, dick falls out of his own ass.
And he's got huge balls and a big dick. It doesn't make any sense.
You have to have it fucking go up.
probably
around
a
that.
big
Probably
asshole
true.
too.
Yeah,
Probably.
my dick's not reaching my asshole.
No, I think I tried on yours, not your dick.
I tried in your bed.
Yeah.
I would
this
need,
week
like-
on News from Bed,
Yeah.
Michael puts his dick in his own ass.
Yeah, it's so wild. I don't know.
But the balls do need to go first. That is
Yeah.
correct.
yeah,
I guess you got to try your balls first.
yeah.
I don't have long enough. Maybe
seems
when you're
painful.
older, yeah,
There's a
when they
guy
start to drop more.
at Lake Highland. There's a video of him sucking his own dick.
What? No way.
Yeah, dude. There's a video of him sucking his own dick. I mean, apparently, you know what? I've never seen it, so maybe it's not real. But that was the guy's reputation in high school. It's like that guy sucked his own dick, but he still got a bunch of chicks. But
That would, yeah.
Did you ever have a
that
kid
would
who
probably-
whacked off in class?
in class?
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of like special needs people
yeah.
in our
Yeah, we
situation.
had this
we-
one like Mexican guy who was not special needs, but he whacked off in class.
Well,
But
he's
it's
special needs if he whacked off. in
Yeah,
class.
I guess it is
He
a
probably
special
was
need.
misdiagnosed.
Yeah.
It's probably just a cultural thing.
But everyone called him Spanky McJam Hands for the rest of and then
I
he,
definitely-
That's a great name.
dropped out of school.
Yeah, I would too. I definitely haven't jerked off to completion in class, but I do remember times where it's like your dick is just rock hard for
Yeah.
no reason, and you're just like this. You're
You
just
know
fucking
what's funny too? There's always the new kid who all the girls have a big crush on. They're like, he moved from a different school.
Yeah.
That guy probably moved because a dog licked peanut butter off his balls. And
Yeah,
everyone found out.
yeah.
He
Every
prob-
cool
yeah,
new guy.
He probably moved because his penis was so small. that
Yeah.
they didn't allow it in the school.
They put him in a special needs trailer just for having the smallest dick with the retarded kids who have the biggest dick, but it's still a disability.
They're like, he needs to be around retarded kids to teach him to have a bigger penis. He's learning from them. It's like the two.
His penis over time will learn.
Yeah. And it's like the Tarzan and the ape. Like,
Just him touching his little penis to a giant retarded guy's penis. We always find
I
our
want to be like the stranger.
It's like Avatar.
I wanna know. Show me.
I want to know. Can you tell? I want to have a penis like you.
Look at us.
This is our way, the way of our people.
Yeah. I just realized that stops every riff. When I just go, yeah. Trying to tie a bow on
It would be
I
fun to
hate
have
that.
like an avatar that's just you with a bigger penis.
Yeah.
He comes out, he's
Just in like a different neighborhood nearby.
yeah, or just a hotter version of yourself.
Yeah, just like a little more put together.
That'd be funny if during
Not-
Avatar, while everything's falling apart, there's one guy who's supposed to be on the mission, but he's just him with a bigger dick somewhere else.
Just running around through the trees.
All of his teammates are getting like murdered in like whatever Avatar world.
Yeah,
He
he's just-
comes out with a dick and a vagina. He's like, guys, I'm gonna hang back for a little bit.
yeah. I made some changes to my avatar. I hope you guys are cool with that.
My favorite thing that Jake brought up is one of his friends was like, so one of the avatars in the new movie has giant like Oakley sunglasses. And he's like, somebody had to build just giant sunglasses
yeah.
to go on that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
The new one was so fucking dumb. I hated it.
Yeah, I saw it in 3D with Jake, and we were both so high. It was like crazy.
Yeah.
But we sat in the front row all the way to the left, and like Jake was to my right, and like so I'm watching the movie, and I just like see Jake in the movie. He's like because he's like so far. Like
Oh,
I have
yeah.
to look so far right that his like head is like covering half the screen.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
I'm so mad I did not get to see that movie high in theaters. That was like the of all time apparently.
That
the
is, like,
movie
the
you had to see.
high
I don't
one.
wanna
What,
watch it on this-
Avatar 1? Or
Avatar 1, yeah, that
Yeah.
was.
No,
I
the two
think
visually, it was cool as fuck.
that, yeah.
It's just the plot didn't make because it's like you are so invested in them like beating the like humans in the first one,
yeah.
and then they're just there, and it's like they just lost.
Yeah, they've completely colonized.
Yeah, and it's like this is so like anti-colonial. It's like
Yeah.
no, it's not. It's like
And
this
then
is
one of 'em-
even worse. They just stayed.
And then one of them apparently had a child with the avatar, and they gave birth to a Down syndrome avatar.
Bro, the fucking
Does it really happen?
little white kid with the dreadlocks that like crawls around like a
You know,
monkey.
it's also weird. I
And
saw
they
2
call him
seconds-
Spider. It's like, what is this? This feels. It felt.
Where's his? Why isn't
more
he in
racist than the first one.
school?
Yeah, dude.
I will say, yeah, that's how you beat the bad guys. How about you learn a little bit instead of being in the jungle the whole? Is that? Okay. We're talking about
You
Avatar.
gotta see the movie,
not-
Michael, to be able.
I'm just saying bad things about Native Americans. I'm like, no.
Yeah, the first movie was just almost like a shot-for-shot remake of Fern Gully.
Yeah, Fern Gully was because it was
Fern
a big
Gully was
machine.
better. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, my thing is this. I remember
'Cause there were
seeing 2
fairies.
seconds
Yeah.
of the new one. Weren't there like naked animated kids that was kind of weird?
it was. Yeah, because they
I
were
remember
supposed
that
to be
and being
kids,
like,
but they were.
That's actually why I turned it off. I said, none of this in my house.
Yeah.
because the first one, it's like the fact that they're kind of hot is like part of it. They're like
Yeah,
hot
then they have
black
naked
girls.
kids. And it's like when you're like, I know it's like technically not sexualized, but don't put naked
But it's
kids
like,
in there.
yeah, like
Because
they're
somebody had to draw the naked kid avatar, and they're like,
It's
Yeah,
the thing where it's
they're all-
like, well, this is their culture. It's like, oh yeah, the culture you made up for a
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Right.
Why can't it be a culture where the kids wear clothes?
Yeah, and
You're in charge here. It's not like it's
Yeah.
a thing that's happening outside of your control.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, this is about space. It's not about, it might be a loose metaphor. It's like, okay, then why does he have a fade? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
why does he look Dominican? It's
That's
like,
what people ask me.
it's-
They're like, "Oh, did you see the new Avatar? Do you mean blue child porn?" No, I didn't see that. Yeah. No, thank you. I'm disgusted that you would even ask me.
yeah,
How do you know there's naked? Don't worry about how I know that there's naked kids in there.
that's the director's cut. It's like a blue legs on the and the kid who's got like sunglasses.
Didn't he say something great? James Cameron, is he the one that was like, if women were presidents, there'd be no wars or something like that?
James Cameron. I feel like a lot of people.
Maybe I'm
have said
thinking of
that.
Peter Jackson. No, James Cameron's different than Peter Jackson. Peter
Yeah.
Jackson did.
He did the Lord of the Rings trilogy,
Okay.
which I watched again recently. It is fucking amazing.
Yeah, those movies are
the
incredible.
best.
They're
There's-
so ahead
there's
of their
never gonna
time.
be anything like that.
Yeah.
Again.
One of my favorite YouTube videos was Lord of the Rings racist. And it's just that song that goes da, 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 and just every character says not black for like 3 hours. It's doing like each individual orc, each elf, like background things. She was not
It
black.
is funny
not
how
black.
it's like there are 0 black people in all those movies.
Well,
and
I think the
people-
new show.
and people are like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, it's fantasy or whatever." And then you look at the orcs, and they got like dreadlocks.
Yeah,
and shit. It's like-
that is true.
It's
yeah.
like their hearts are pure.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's a very valid
Like,
point.
there's plenty of black people in the
yeah. Where are we at with
Middle Earth.
in Middle Earth.
Middle Earth?
Well, no, there also is like Arabian. They're like part of the bad guys at the end that have like elephants and stuff like that.
Mm.
They come
yeah.
from a dark, distant land. And they all have turbans and stuff.
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It's like
It was post 9/11, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
And they fought for Sauron. It's like, why would they do that? He's
Why do they
like
have a suicide
the master
vest?
of all evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought
Why are they
Civilization
flying
warfare.
that dragon into 2 buildings?
I always thought it would be funny if like you like went to have sex with a girl and you like pulled down her pants and in place of her vagina is the eye of Sauron. And then it like cuts to you later in the night and you're like talking to your friend. Your friend's like, "So did you smash?" And you're like,
You just zone out.
"Nah, there was like a few red flags."
I always like when you do this in the podcast. You always go, I've always thought about it, and then you just say the funniest thing that's just been sitting in the back of you, and you just haven't in conversation. You haven't said this. It's like you just kind of have these like very funny things that like you haven't thought about in a long
There's
time.
a few, yeah. I got a few things bouncing around, but like I never remember any of them
Yeah,
until. But that's what's good about podcasting because the conversation will go somewhere where I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about
yeah.
the eye of Sauron puss.
Yeah. The Eye of Sauron.
Oh wait, didn't we talk about this last time? Didn't I say
Maybe. No.
sweet and Sauron?
No.
Sweet and Sauron.
I never know what I said on what podcast. That's why it's the best to just do a riff on it you did on a different podcast. You're like, what do you think
Yeah.
about this shit?
Dude, I just came up with this.
Yeah. But I mean, we're at an hour. I think this,
Oh,
is-
hell
this has
yeah.
been a fucking blast.
That was
Dude,
great.
thank God. I really was thinking that I was not going to be able to.
Dude, you were
fucking keep up,
electric.
man.
This was one of my favorite episodes
Yeah,
of this podcast.
you're
fucking
better
exhausted.
at podcasting than 90% of comedians. in
Because
this
comedians aren't actually funny. They think
city.
they
Hey,
You're not a
wrong.
comedian anymore.
are. Yeah, you're fucking.
No, I was about to agree with you. I was
Yeah.
about to go, hey, that's the fact.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't mean that. I like all your guests. I love
I
him.
don't. There's been a couple asks who asked to get on, and
Yeah.
then I do it, and then I'm like, I should have just pretended I don't have a podcast anymore.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
most 90, almost all.
No,
of
I
them.
know who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware.
We don't have them back. We take this seriously. No, he just doesn't want to go out, I suppose. Yeah, where could they find you? Or you don't want to attach your name to this, which is fair.
No, I will at the end, just like not on every single episode that comes out all the fucking time, and it just has my fucking at the bottom.
Yeah.
You boy Pax on Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, stuff like that. I got a website, some VST plugins coming out. I don't know if our things overlap, but it's just nice to be on.
Oh, this will also be post. It's really funny. You're gonna
Post election.
You're gonna be flying out of the city while like
Yeah.
that last plane leaving Iraq. There's gonna be like a dead guy on the wing of the plane while you're watching like Minions 4 on the TV.
Yeah, me and Mason were talking about that. Like, he's like, I can't wait to land on the plane and just hear like people get internet and be like, ugh.
Yeah, so this is before the election, guys. This might be one of the most pure pieces.
I know
of
this
media.
is the last
This is
time we'll
before
ever
the
be
atomic
friends.
bombs go off.
Yeah.
This is our last time as friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because if Kamala doesn't win, I'm killing myself. And by proxy, you're all my enemies.
If
Yeah.
Kamala doesn't win, I will probably take a gun into like a store or something like that, and then either die by cop or just fucking take myself.
Yeah. I mean, what a fucking. I'm happy to be alive. You know, it's amazing that one good podcast just changed my mood. I'm like, I'm
It
actually.
was good.
doing-
Was it good?
That was great.
great.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. Look
That
at
was
this fucking
great.
koala bear.
Fuck, guys, come on. Tell me if it was good. Do you like my toes?
Yeah,
I
light
never
it
knew.
in the comments. Say
All
what you think of
right.
Paxton's toes.
And
Did
then we'll
you-
cut it here.
Yeah, did you already promote News for Bed?
yeah.
News from Bed on YouTube. A lot of Michael episodes. We got to get Pax on when I'm,
When you're
whenever
in Florida.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're in L.A.
Yeah.
He's never going to be on.
Yeah.
I might never see Patty again.
But the people are going to be happy these two worlds collided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will be consulting you when I get to Florida about some live streaming technology.
Yeah, for sure.
These are after the podcast conversations. All right, thank you.